Ali was a bright and cheerful 17-year-old boy, bursting with excitement as the holy month of Ramadan approached. He eagerly anticipated the annual ritual of fasting, a time he believed brought him closer to Allah, yet his understanding of the spiritual practices was still maturing. Each morning he would wake up just before dawn to partake in suhoor, sehri, the pre-dawn meal. He relished these moments, taking joy in sharing food and laughter with his family as they prepared to begin their fasts. After finishing his meal, he would crawl back into bed, avoiding the sun's glare outside and the hunger that was sure to accompany the day ahead. He'd awaken much later with hours to spare before iftar, the meal that would break his fast. During those long hours, Ali slipped into the comfort of social media, losing himself in videos and chats with friends. The clock always seemed to tick slowly, each minute filled with anticipation for the evening feast. Despite his mother's gentle reminders that Ali, if you are fasting, you should also pray your Salah, he found excuses to avoid performing his prayers. I'm too tired," he'd respond, waving her off. "Roza rakha hai, itna to maaf ho hi jayega," he reasoned, convincing himself that the sacrifice of fasting alone was enough to earn Allah's blessings. "Allah sirf roza rakhne par bhi bahut sawab dete hain," he insisted, dismissing the importance of Salah. His mother sighed, but deep down, she held on to hope, praying for her son's understanding. That Ramadan evening, tired from the day's activities and fasting, Ali sank into a troubled sleep, tumbling headfirst into a vivid and terrifying dream. He found himself standing alone in a vast, endless desert, sand stretching far and wide underneath a blistering sun. Around him, a sense of dread hung in the air, intensified by the absence of food and water. With no respite from the sweltering heat, he became aware of a massive crowd moving toward a dazzling golden gate in the distance. Anxiety rippled through the people surrounding him. Some were weeping, others trembled in fear of the unknown. Feeling lost, Ali turned to a fellow traveler beside him. "Where are we?" he asked, but the man's face was etched with worry, and he simply replied, "This is the day of judgment. We are all waiting for our deeds to be judged." At that moment, panic squeezed Ali's heart. He observed majestic angels, positioned in front of monumental golden books diligently recording each person's actions. One by one, the individuals were beckoned forward to account for their lives. Terror clawed at him when he heard the angel call out his name. "Ali, step forward." With shaky legs, Ali moved closer, the angel's smile providing little comfort as he began reading from the book. "You have observed all your fasts in Ramadan. Very good," the angel stated, and relief washed over Ali. But then the angel furrowed his brow and turned the page. "Where are your salahs?" the angel inquired, an edge of disappointment in his voice. Ali's heart sunk. I didn't pray regularly," he mumbled, desperation seeping into his tone. "But I fasted." "Isn't that enough?" The angel shook his head. "Your fasting and Salah must go hand in hand. How can you fast for Allah but neglect to bow down in prayer? Did you not know that the first question you will be asked on this day is about your Salah?" Ali's throat tightened, and he felt a surge of fear as he saw a brilliant golden path leading to Jannah, paradise, yet a dark barrier emerged, preventing him from entering. In an instant, the angel turned away, pulling Ali back into the suffocating darkness of despair. "Please, give me one more chance. I will pray, I promise," he screamed, but his cries echoed only in silence. With an abrupt jolt, Ali awoke in a cold sweat, breathing heavily as the surreal dream clung to his mind. The familiar surroundings of his room grounded him back in reality, but the fear that gripped him moments ago lingered. It had only been a dream, but it felt overwhelmingly real. Without a moment's hesitation, he leapt from his bed, rushed to the bathroom, performed wudu, ablution, and stood on his prayer mat. Tears welled in his eyes as for the first time in his life, he offered Fajr prayer with genuine sincerity, pouring his heart out to Allah, feeling a profound sense of peace envelop him. That day marked a pivotal turning point. He vowed, "From now on, I will never miss my Salah." As Ramadan continued, Ali not only excelled at fasting but also embraced his prayers with newfound dedication. The connection between fasting and Salah became crystal clear to him. He began to realize that merely abstaining from food and drink was not enough. Spiritual nourishment through prayer was equally essential. His transformation startled those around him. Friends and family noticed his increased awareness and devotion. He shared his story, talking earnestly about how fasting without prayer is like a body without a soul, empty and unfulfilled. How many of us are like Ali? He began to ask in conversations, igniting thoughtful discussions among peers. We fast, we give charity, we celebrate Ramadan, but we often neglect Salah. If we truly want our fasts to be accepted, we must stand before Allah in prayer. As the holy month drew to a close, Ali felt a profound sense of fulfillment. He had grown not only in spirituality but in character. With renewed purpose, he prayed that Allah would give everyone the strength to balance both fasting and prayer, enabling each believer to step closer to Allah and earn a place in Jannah. May Allah guide us all to observe both Salah and fasting sincerely, making us among those who enter Jannah. Ameen.